welcome to the Onward VR Master League. My name is Chum Bates. We're here week 3 of season 17. Before we get into all of the shenanigans tonight, it's Mayhem versus Classified. I want to say a quick shout out and a thank you to everybody in the chat. To start us off, Sky Joker, we've got Parrot, as well as Trippo, Dodo Bird, and Fakey. Thank you guys for tuning in early and hopping in the action with us. First map of the night is going to be Suburbia, but I can't let you go on too far. We have to talk about VRML Con. It's been an incredible, I mean, what else can I say? It's been an incredible journey so far for everybody else on the con committee to organize and orchestrate and figure out all the logistics, plan, strategize for these 5 upcoming games this year at VRML Con. That's right, 5 games in total. We've got Breachers, Veil, Pavlov as your favorite game, Onward, and we've got Orion Drift as well. If you're interested in competing in any of those games, make sure to buy tickets now, available at vrmlcon.com. It will be in Phoenix this year, July 25th to the 27th. So be sure to lock in straight away because it's going to be a blast. It's really going to be a blast this year. Onward is coming back. That's correct. Unfortunately, no prize pool as of yet, but we do have, I believe, a prize pool coming out for Season 17 from a very generous donor. Whew, that was exciting. But we're here on Suburbia, map number 1. I'm going to introduce, I believe I have the correct bands, but here's the bands on top. We've got USS Quest, Suburbia, Abandoned, and Quarantine banned, respectively, from both Mayhem and Classified. We can clearly see Mayhem prefer a more longer to medium ranged map, and Classified, clearly they prefer medium to close range, banning Abandoned and Quarantine. I also want to give a quick thank you to our favorite developers in the VR space. It's Downpour Interactive. Yeah, it's been an absolute blast, jumping in to the new Onward 2.0 update. It really is crazy, and if you guys are tuning in live, be sure to let me know in the live chat what you guys think of the update. I posted a video recently here on the VRML Network channel, I believe the day or 2 days after the update went live, comparing the 2 updates. So if you're interested in seeing a direct comparison of the 2 updates, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. It will be called Updates Comparison here on the YouTube. So do check that out. I think it's an incredible resource, especially for competitive players, as we're all sort of still getting used to all of the sounds, getting used to the footsteps, the audio, the new kind of gun hand positions, right? For example, the tar. When you pick up the tar and you put it up to your face, it really feels quite close to your face. So that's been a really interesting change. But either way, it's been really fun to get to know this new generation of Onward and to really, I guess, experiment. I think players of all ranks and skill levels really felt like this Onward 2.0 update leveled the playing field quite a bit. It was quite unique, a very strange update in a lot of ways, but also very familiar, obviously tying back to the roots of Onward. And I mean, you gotta love the new skins. I mean, come on, seeing a lobby filled with these custom characters that you've never seen before, and it's really quite beautiful. And in a competitive context, right, you can imagine like these players, for example, on Mayhem, who knows, James Boak might have a skin that he consistently brings out on Marsoc, and another one for Volk as well. And so instead of assuming, instead of guessing who that person is, you can identify from even a brief glance, you can identify who that teammate is. And this also puts us into another level of meta, another level of strategy, and you have to calculate another thing. You have to think about what, okay, so I'm going to watch casts. I'm going to think, okay, so I've seen Pounds wear this skin all the time, so that's probably going to be him. You know, there's a whole layer. There really is a whole layer. Folks, we're jumping in straight to the action. Map number 1, again, is going to be Subway. A little bit of a tech issue. Here we go. Round number 1 on the board. It's classified defending the bottom objective. Here comes Mayhem through the floors up into red. God of Shinobi. It's going to be quick. Big kill, and that's the Vector. That's the super fast SMG rattling around. Believe he has a suppressor on it or not. Bit of a pre-fire there. Oasis waiting on the other side.
-1 in red room, Cubby clear, Cubby clear.
There's Cubby cleared out by James, and that's going to be a huge help. There goes Oasis. We hear some shots over there. Flash out as well, but not sure from who. I want to see Oasis's position here. The old Phantom spot. I'm liking this one. Tupac style. It's going to be the AK-12. And, you know, look at the foregrip. It's just so different. A Mayhemian nade and a follow-up nade from Oasis is going to go way short. Now, this is where clearly the practice, Ghost identifying that the enemy used up a nade. Here comes the synchronization.
Let me see. Yep. Separate. One hold back long. Get away. Go away. I don't want you here.
Here comes Ghost. Where's the nade gonna go?
He naded up here, so I don't think they'd be there.
Bit of a pre-fire again. A little squat down, and Oasis will see that. Let's turn on those lasers. See where the heck Oasis is looking at. And again, this is a very small target. Oasis does let the, oh my gosh, the nade from Ghost. Unbelievable. What in tarnation was that from Ghost? And a quick confirm to the head. Oasis goes down. That's 3 left on classified. And to those who are like rolling their eyes that this is a Chumbe cast, Kale should be coming in to enjoy this game with me and bring you some love. But in the meantime, classified, they're stacking up. Pounds rotating down to OBJ. Texas continuing their anchor position. Here comes Mayhem slowly but surely making ground and establishing a stronghold here south of the underground tunnel. M203 from James Boak will go just a little bit early down the subway tracks, but nothing that Mayhem can't handle. Here comes a util toss, a flash from Snobby. Will catch themselves, but Ghost jumps in, pre-fires the empty corners. No one's there. You gotta love the skins, man. You gotta love the skins. Oaks here as well. A quick toss there. It was a flash, but that also may have missed somebody who was up there. Luckily for them, no one was. Follow-up flash from the enemy. Pounds rotates back up on the north stairs. Here comes Snobby. And I hope you will forgive me because I do not recognize any of these gun sounds nor how they look, other than the AK-5C and maybe the AUG. I don't know what the heck that is. Sounds like a bubble gun from Pounds. A quick response from Mayhem. Nothing connects. Here comes James from the top. The pressure, the pinch is absolutely unreal. Here comes Pounds. Oh, a trade on OBJ. Pounds may not be aware. They pick up the team captain. That's a headshot with the tar. Down they come, rushing back. Will they see Snobby? They do, but no one's on objective. For now, it's clear, but where is Strix when you need him? Pounds wants to pick up another. Strix rotating. They may find base on the top, and just like that, we're in a stalemate. Where's the util? What is that? Oh, it's a nade, and it goes bad. What happened, Pounds? The training, it all goes wrong for them. Under pressure with the chummy. Spectating. Oh, the crack of a C4. Not sure where that went. Oh, the nade! Pounds! Resurrecting from the dead. What a comeback. Picking up 2, and here comes Strix. Supporting the team. But for now, Pounds, they sacrifice themselves. They had to push 1 minute on the clock for Oaks to do something, to scrape by here. Pounds putting in a lot of work. Base making some call-outs. Strix does not go for the... They do go for the confirm. Oaks now resuming that position and catches them. What a play by Mayhem. First round going to the all-star team. What an unbelievable turn of events here on map number 1. Thank you to those DMing me on Discord, and thank you to everybody showing love in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate y'all. We only got 21 viewers. We've had 34 votes, upvotes for this match to be casted. So, if you truly love the league and you love these two teams, be sure to spread the love and share this stream. Please leave a like while you're at it as well. Let's get this live stream to more viewers. Here comes that first kill onto Oasis. What a beautiful play by Ghost, just dodging Neo in the Matrix. And that's unfortunately the only replay we've got for now. I do feel a bit rusty. Lord Naz saying this cast smells chummy. Okay. I'll be clear. I do shower. I was kidding about the keyboard. Nova in the chat, as well as Jared. Connor in the chat as well. Williams is here. Access, Green Man. Thank you, folks. Make sure, please, let's share this stream. Let's make sure that your teammates and your friends are aware of what's going on here tonight. The absolute showdown. Round number 2 underway. It's Mayhem now swapping over to defense. The same objective. And out of spawn lock they go. Oaks pushing up the onto the second floor. James here is as well. But look at what's going on here. Shinobi and others are late. Look how slow they're going. What is going on here? They're very slow. Where's Ghost? Whoop, voice crack. Voice crack from Ghost. I'm not letting go of that. I ain't ignoring that. Oh, James, what was that? Look at that. Texas all alone here on the south platform. Strix, Oasis, and Shinobi slowly but surely firing through pre-firing on the red alleys. Oh, look at this nade. Oh, my God. James, can you stop? What was that? What was that? What? This isn't pool. This isn't billiards. You can't curve a grenade like that.
You got him? You going for him? Do you have a smoke? You can push left side first.
We're hearing some call-outs from the Marsoc underneath. More shots going on. Who may that be? It's Shinobi pre-firing corners, but that's not where Ghost is. Gotta love the new tablets as well. Vogue tablet on display. Footsteps heard, and it is Slap. I thought it was someone above. Ghost. Oh, we got a revive. Oasis coming up from the underground. How did they get away with that? They must have gone the long way around. More shots coming out from Shinobi. Blind frying through the smoke, but they better not waste ammo. Believe that is the new HK. And I will... Oh my gosh! There's the refrag. Texas back from the dead, finding a clean headshot on the Mayhem team captain, and we're here sitting in an eye for an eye, a 4v4. Here comes the nade. It's cooked. Oh, just go a little bit too far. If only Ghost put that backspin on it, it may have stopped short of the trash can. May have caught Shinobi as well. Here comes a beautiful angle from Ghost. Actually, a pre-firing. Not quite at the... Oh, Shinobi! Stop it! What was that? Shrix will continue on through. Not sure if Shinobi even knows if they even got the kill. Base gave that... Bass. Base. I believe it is Base because he plays the bass. Base gave that. Oh. Look at that. Oaks. From the top. Incredible control. Again, Mayhem are they're really doing well to keep up with the likes of Classified. Let's take a look at Shrix's position here with Base. This is going to be a real tough one. The flashlight directed at Base, unfortunately. Uh-oh, they're turning away. They're turning away. Oh, it's just so close. Oh my god! Base nearly misses, and Shinobi quickly there for the refrag. 2v2. It's trades all around. And you can just very briefly, we just saw Oasis's crosshair right there on the south staircase. This will be a joint push, but not quite the pinch that Mayhem or that Classified did last round. Or sorry, Mayhem did last round. Smoke out from Oasis.
Wait for me to crawl up to your left. I have a flash. No, I have 2 nades.
Uh-oh. We just saw some crosshairs. Just shearing, giving Shinobi a nice haircut. It looks like they were effective. It's looking pretty close to that dome. Here comes another smoke, or is that a flash? It's a nade. What was that? Another blind fire from Oasis, but the angles are not quite there. Snobby is sitting right next to OBJ. Oh, the cross from Oasis. Snobby may not have seen it. Oasis in this perfect position may find Snobby. With the LSW, again, with the Tupac, a nade, a secondary nade will catch Snobby, and that's a perfect round. Shinobi cleaning up the other. What a cleanup on aisle 2. 1-1 on the board. What an unbelievable first 2 rounds between Mayhem and Classified here on Subway. My name is Chumbate. Welcome to everybody tuning in. Thank you for everybody sharing the live stream. I appreciate the hard work. But an incredible round from both of these teams. Shinobi coming in clutch, practically single-handedly pushing through the bottom of the Subway tracks here on round 2. The first objective here on Subway was the underground tunnel, and this second OBJ will be in the far north platform. Classified now taking the defense. Mayhem starting off in the only spawn that's available for this objective. Welcome to round number 3. KDs are up on the board. Takes a look-see, take a look-see. Here comes Classified. Oh, they're late. They're not pushing it. Beautiful C4, and we're hearing a nade tossed by the likes of MAYHEM. It's also another 3 players stacking up. A flare on the corner. Ghost, be sure not to fall into that. Nade goes perfect. Oh my gosh, a counter nade will go just a little bit too long, and Ghost quickly takes out 2 before they go down. 3 players left here on Classified. A nade. Not sure if the C4 got detonated. No, it was not. That nade from Snobby, not quite far enough, or not quite close enough to the C4. Texas has got to be careful. They're in the hot seat at the moment, and I'm not sure whether they have their seatbelts on, because this ride is going to be bumpy one. Pound here, luckily on OBJ, but they've got to be careful. MAYHEM would not be MAYHEM if they did not have at least one roamer. One stationed up, I believe, on Chinatown. That's correct. That is base. Oh, another nade. Pounds. We'll smell the gunpowder on that. Counter nade will go out. It's just a little bit perfectly cooked. Oak snags that one. Again, there's that flank. A perfect peek-a-boo. And down they go. Another nade. They're just wasting nades. Left and right. Where are all these credits coming from? This is going to be tough. A 2v4. MAYHEM have quickly set the tone for this round. And victory is just so close.
Bro, you gotta rotate. Fuck it. Don't give up a cap.
Texas, you gotta rotate.
Fucking come on, bro.
Don't give up a cap. There's the M203. James's signature using the... I'm not sure which gun it is. A flash goes out. Texas will push up. Not sure what that is. It is a flash. We'll catch at least 2 of them. Base pushing up. Texas not moving, though. There's the AK-103, or 104. Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's a flash. It may have caught in Texas. And just like that 1-2 punch, Oaks goes for the kill, and so does James. 2 points on the board for MAYHEM. Spicy. Nice and spicy. For those just tuning in, I'm personally waiting for Kale to join me. Waiting for my buddy Kale. He did promise to join up sort of middle of map 1. So I want you guys to lay down some hate in case he doesn't make that commitment. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't do that to my Kale. Again, folks, thanks everybody who's tuning in so far for this huge matchup. 33 votes. But honestly, you know, right now I'm looking at 36 concurrent viewers. I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm not going to lie. A little bit disappointed. This matchup has been quite the anticipated one with a lot of upvotes on it for it to be casted. I came back for this to be casted. Let's share this link to the live stream and get some more eyes on it, because I believe that these 2 teams really deserve the love tonight. Again, MAYHEM and Classified. For now, the scores are 2-1 to MAYHEM. I mean, to be expected, right? I mean, I wasn't here for the first 2 weeks of Season 17. I haven't been really looking at exactly what developments are going on. But, you know, MAYHEM historically have shown incredible success on Subway. Not so much this season, but again, we're only here on week 3. Many more to come. And speaking of which, if you folks are not aware, we have VRML Con coming up. Tickets are available at VRMLCon.com, and Onward will be there. That's correct. Onward will be at VRML Con. So be sure to put in the practice, get that team chemistry going, because this one's going to be in Phoenix. What a nade! Artillery strike. Not quite. Ghost gives a faux audio cue, and the flash just goes a little bit too... Whoa, careful. Oh, Ghost lines up a huge down. Oh, perfect peek. Oh my gosh, what the TK? Oh, you gotta replay that. Here comes James. Terrible tragedy. Shrix. Whoa. Oh my god. I mean, we really are in the Matrix, because what was that? Here comes Strix. Slow crawling. I mean, unfortunate. I mean, even Mayhem will suffer slight miscommunications that result in unfortunate mishaps just like that. Oof. A botched nade from James. Not the energy we're looking for from Mayhem. But it is more for Classified Shrix, the deadly annihilator. What was that? Base will take the fall, eating those bullets, and back to the tent they go. Will we see another one from Shrix? Oh, it is a trade. They fling out their tablet, but no use. They go down. James revivable. Where is Snobby? Tucking in. James, from this angle, they actually might see Oasis. Oh, smoke toss. We'll land on James, but not quite. Oh, there's that nade. Texas Executioner, blind fires from all around. Snobby will use that smoke as cover, and they'll post themselves right here on the stairs. What is that? A follow-up smoke, an M203 as well, but where does that one go? It's smoky in here. A blue one to add to the mix. Oasis, not quite. Two v2. Huge play by Shrix. And now we see Classified kind of stuck in a limbo. Steadily approaching the halfway mark of round number 4. They don't have a pinch going on, and that's going to hurt. That's not optimal.
One's lying down in the back. Clear. I hope that bitch checked. No, that would have been crazy. That would have been insane.
I want to hear some predictions in the chat. I mean, guys, come on. Let's keep this chat active. What are people want? Who? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Shots out from Oaks. A quick exchange with Oasis. Nothing connects, though. I want to hear some predictions. Ooh, Snobby blind firing, but they only hit bodies. And the dead ones. Here comes Texas. The flash is going to land. That catches Snobby perfectly. Here comes Texas rushing down. There's Oaks. Oh my gosh, Texas, what was that? Oh, Oaks with the perfect blind fire, the perfect swing, and just like that, they bring it to a 1 versus 1. Oh, Oaks. Oh my gosh. Here comes Oasis resuming the trash can. Bullets tracing around Oasis's silhouette. Oh my god, what was that? Disgusting from Oaks. Unbelievable. 3 points for Mayhem. Round number 5. That's right, Mayhem is just 1 point from taking map number 1. Welcome back, Chumbe Deer, for season 17, week 3. Katie's up on the board and now they're gone. Too late. Pounds with a 2-4 KD, having done Quite a lot of work. Oh, Shrik's going in for the early spawn, south spawn push, but no one is there. It's the north spawn that we want to pay attention to. Here comes God of Shinobi. Quiet like a snake, but I'm assuming that Ghost is going to have some util to clear this out. Google, show me this guy's util, please. There's a nade. Backwards hat and everything. Unbelievable, Ghost. Axis in the chat saying, Mayhem isn't very good at Subway. They got stomped by wrecked on it. Ooh. Oh, that's what I told you. I told you. There's the confirm, and the AUG comes out from Ghost. The first kill of round number 5. A volley of utility, and the C4 detonated. What was that from James? What was that from James? He is dead. He's gone, bro. Oasis blind firing Tupac as always. Here comes another nade. Oh, just short. Snagged on the side of the dumpster. Mayhem come grenades blasting through. Oh my god, but look at that. This is too good. This is just too good. You also gotta give it to Oasis, perfectly rotating to this position. We hear Oaks blind firing. That's gonna give away their position. Not quite the pinch that they. I don't know. Oaks rotates off. What kind of flash is that? They rotate off from south, even though they heard shots from it. They feel confident. Is there a C4? Let me take a look. I spy with my little eye. I can't hear you. If you see it and you're not telling me, it means you're not screaming at your screen enough. You're not yelling loud enough. I can't hear you. You need to speak up. This might be a distraction then. No pinch, no flank, but a distraction. Oh my god! I clipped it. Oh my gosh. Blown dude, like I'm running out of grenade puns because this is absolutely brutal from Mayhem. Blown away, classified, whittled down to just 2. Purely from nades. Purely from nades, we're here in a 5 versus 2 situation for Mayhem. Purely from nades. Shrix, a flashlight is not going to help you. But maybe, just maybe, Mayhem has run out of grenades. So maybe it will. I've seen sometimes players use magazines to prop up their pistol. Oh, the smoke is just on point. Right on Shrix. And that's tough. Here comes James.
Hospital bed not clear. Pocket clear. Hospital bed not clear.
Hospital bed not clear. That is Oak's position. Here comes base, clearing out dumpster. And it will be clear. No one's there.
That's clear. Dumpster's clear.
Oh, just in time. Base gets into position just as the M203 smokes runs out. A follow-up smoke will go again onto Shrix, but they could throw the smoke. It's right at their feet. Seems that Shrix will go for it. Here comes James going down. Shrix. Oh, there's Oaks with a lightning fast refrag. 4 versus 1. This is a tough one for Texas. May catch base. Oh, they may have seen him. Oh, they rotate off. Oh my gosh. Ghost wants to crawl up onto OBJ. There's the smoke toss. Oh, no, no, no. The flash will catch Texas. Ghost. Oh, my God. There's the push from Texas. A follow-up smoke. Snobby might catch him. Yes, they do. 4 points for Mayhem. And just like that, Classified run away with only 1 point on the board. Unbelievable turn of events. From what seemed to be a competitive match, Mayhem turned the tides and went all out there towards the second half of Subway map number 1. Huge plays by Mayhem, you know, really flexing their grenade abilities, doing an incredible job clearing out the positions. You know, oftentimes we saw suboptimal grenade placement, but either way, they still came out on top. Look at Trix going in for that second kill, downing James. Here comes Trix for the first kill. A snap onto base and quickly tucking back in. I mean, incredible, incredible from Trix. Here comes Ghost peeking out at the perfect time, but yeah, I saw some people in the chat, William, saying that the team nade from James was going to be the top 3 funniest things they've seen this season so far. I mean, if that was one of the funniest things, I think maybe you need to, I don't know, get some more funny things. It was tough to watch, but I want to welcome everybody back into the chat here as well. Sky Joker, Scopey in the chat, Mr. Hello Speed, Grim Tide, I believe that is Reaper. I want to say hello to Wicked X. We've got Snakebite here as well. Raids in the chat. Tempest tuning in. Access. Williams. Thank you to those tuning in live. Oh. You see, this is what happens when I don't cast Onward in a while. I forget. Sometimes they rehost. Folks, we're gonna be right back after a quick ad break. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Map 2 coming your way.
5v5 game. When you bring a drone, it's a 5.5v5 game. On a map like Downfall, you go to positions to identify them early. If you take these outside angles, they're not going to be looking for that. The longer you keep it alive, the more information you give the team. Guess what? I'm betting. Hey, my name's Kale, and this is how you drone.
Hey guys, sorry for the long wait. Seems that the teams have left us in the dust. They have started the first round. Next map is Shipyard, but I tried letting them know I couldn't join, to no response. Unfortunately, it seems that we may have to wait this first round of Shipyard out until they're finished and check their messages. But yeah, this is where we're sitting at so far. Sorry. I honestly don't know what to do. I was given a code and it's not working. Not sure what's happening. Unfortunately, they left without us. I can try to reinstall Shipyard, but it's not guaranteed fix here. Appreciate everybody having fun in the chat. Letting me know what's up, what's going on. Glad to hear that. Hear that Rect is doing well, and so is Suits. A very good sign. Very good sign. Reinstalling Shipyard here, folks. Bear with me, bear with me. Bear with me. But while we're here, let me plug VRML one last time. Okay, that fixed it. We're here. VRML is coming at you live this year, July 25th to the 27th. That's right, July 25th to the 27th. For now, I'm gonna bring us right into the action here for round number 1. Seems that this will be the ship OBJ, and we're sitting at a 4 versus 3 for Mayhem. 3 left on classified side. Here comes Ghost, wrapping around onto the 3rd floor of mid. It's going to be a great position for Mayhem, taking real control of the map. There's Snobby snagging up Oasis, trying to crawl under a ramp. And just like that, Classified are left with only 2. Shriek's in a prime position to catch Ghost off guard, but they seem to be more concerned with James. There's a blind fire there onto the vents, not quite onto Ghost. 3-story knows that Shrix is here. That's a great call out. Oh, great information for Texas to use. Beautiful angles from Shrix. Some blind fire on the top platform of ship. No one's there. James already dropped down. There's some more shots, I believe, from Texas. Not sure on to who. Just some few yards away from Ghost. Oh! Oh my gosh! What a snag! Finding James, that's going to be a huge kill. Perfect aim from Texas, tracking a moving Volk, managing to get the kill. Evening the odds just a little bit more. Here comes the drop down from Texas. Can they avenge Oasis? Can they catch Snobby off guard? Oh, and they will. Beautiful kill from Texas. Where's the drop down from Ghost? Smoke out. Not quite onto base. Base does not take the opportunity to peek. Oh, but they might go down to Ghost. Where's the kill? They get away with it. What is this from Texas? But it's not over yet. It's not over yet for Ghost. They still may have another chance to go for the kill. Oh, there it is. Nade goes flat. Shrix in a 1v2. Ghost is in a tough spot, but we've seen Shrix hit some gnarly shots. This is still very possible for this player. Oh, there's Jay. Oh my gosh, just absolutely pinched. Base rotating back onto OBJ. Mayhem with the first point. Kale.
That was awesome. Awesome positioning from Ghost there. That oversight positioning. Basically hold that whole lineup for there. Base just had to maintain for the just in case. That was awesome. I only got to watch like 30 seconds, but that was still cool. Hey, chum.
Hey, Kale.
Excited to be here.
I'm excited as well, man. How are we doing today?
I am doing wonderful. I have my tea. I do have a little bit of a cough, but the tea will help suppress that for now.
Get some honey in there as well. Pull out that spoon.
Oh, there's a little honey, a little ginger, a little lemon. Like I'm not just having tea. I'm having liberty.
Oof.
That was for Nomad.
Oh, bringing in the freedom. But tell me what you were about to say.
Oh, I was gonna say, jumping into, I did miss map 1, and I do apologize. Sometimes my children do not want to go to bed. What was map 1? Give me a recap.
Map 1, dude. Okay, so it first started off with Mayhem finding a win, Classified responding, finding a point, and then Subway just kept going to Mayhem's side. The last round, I believe it was round number 5. It was Chinatown OBJ. Mayhem was on Marsaw, Classified defending, slight pinch with Oaks coming in from the underground stairs near Triple X, and James and Ghost coming in from far north. Nade onslaught. They cleared out 3 of Classified using only nades. A few confirms with guns, but it was literally purely nades. It was really incredible on Subway. Yeah.
Mayhem is so dangerous on Subway.
They are.
Like, did they get North Objective, and did James squeal like a little girl for North Objective?
No, they did not have to squeal. It came down to I believe a 1v1 there on the North OBJ. Don't quite remember, but maybe someone in the chat will be able to tell us exactly what happened there on round. I believe it was the second OBJ. It was North OBJ.
Awesome. Okay, round 2. Shipyard.
It's a fun one. Blast
So
from the
fun.
past. Gotta love the new additions made by, I believe... Oh, man, I'm forgetting who made this map. There's so many great map makers.
Hold on, I gotta go downstairs. It's
Go
K
downstairs.
something. He's got a little memorabilia. If you have not been in the shipyard tunnels, the new tunnels that comes out of the east warehouse, there's a little memorabilia thing up on the thing. Kois.
That's right. Wonderful map made by one of our favorite map makers, Kois. Seems like Classified have really spread out quite evenly on ship. We do see one on the far east building. They're on the bottom floor. Look at Oak snagging a headshot onto Pounds. That's going to be a quick pick. I don't know how the heck they got that.
That was coming up the stairs and just barely getting that as Pounds was peeking. Great shot from Oaks there.
And we're seeing the setup by Mayhem, James of all people, going pushing downstairs. Not quite the aggressive push that I'm used to from James there on Season 16. I mean, can Shrix handle a position like this here on the forklift?
If James is quiet, and James is currently a sneaky snake over here, he's a sneaky snake. If he stays quiet and comes out of there, he can absolutely get Shrix. Because Shrix is basically what he's doing there in that position he has right now, is that he's watching the Southern Cross and listening for audio underneath. So if James is quiet, he can absolutely come up and clear east. And if he clears east, he can then get onto the roof and pressure from the other side, and it could really make a big problem for Classified. So it all depends on James being sneaky here.
With the commando as well. I mean, I don't know. If I were to get, I mean, I've gotten smoked by James quite a few times, but if I were to die to a commando,
he is incredibly good with it.
I know.
And the thing is that the commando's a 3-round burst gun,
right?
And if you get by hit, even with body armor, I think it's with body armor, even with just that single burst will take you down.
I'd have to confirm that. I have to go look at James' actual spreadsheet for that. But it is a very strong takedown gun for a specialist. And if you're good at the, that burst fire, it can do a lot of good stuff. James is still being quiet. Strix is still focused on south right now.
Surprised they did not catch a glance of Snobby there far south of center building. Maybe they did, and now they are re-peeking that. But they're not.
Yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, I don't... James is... Oh, they're moving a little bit fast now. Strix still not looking that way. Oh, James might get this kill.
James is going to be clearing this spot. It is a very meta spot now for Shipyard. Lucas for it. Oh, no! Oh, still picks it up. Good job, James, on the push. You were a slithery little snake down there. And this has opened up. So we are in a 4v3. And James is going to open up now. Is he going to go take the roof? Is he going to go on the very far east side? This is the question what James is going to do, because his is going to be very important for the pinch here.
We hear some comms at the top floor of mid building. Shinobi seems to be aware, even pointing their gun straight up at the stairs.
I think Texas might have gotten called out because James tried to throw that nade over there. Either that, he was trying to clear underneath. I'm not quite sure.
It might also be, intel.
Yeah.
Ooh. Base calling out one on containers above objective. So probably some old call-outs, but it is true. There is one on OBJ. They should be able to... Oh, a flash perfectly hits base. But nothing that Classify can act on. Oh. Huge kill there. Oasis going down. OBJ is completely open. Texas has this sliver of an angle to protect the cross onto OBJ from James, but the question is, will anybody kill Texas before... Oh, here comes Texas on the run! Oh, Base is the one that gets the headshot, and it's all left up to Shinobi to cover four players.
James made the cross.
Oh my god, give me the cap, give me the cap, give me the cap, give me the cap! They're trying to distract, and it goes absolutely perfect for Mayhem. What a cap from James. 3 points on the board from the get-go. Oh, shoot.
Good.
Oh, no. I did the wrong size. Oh, God.
Good trigger discipline from Mayhem team there. So they noticed James made the cross, made it from Shinobi, who had that crossing line, that final that basically your last line of defense there. Makes it across, makes the call. They notice it and they hold on it and say, no kill, no kill. We're capping, we're capping. So great job for the Mayhem folks that were up to not go. Ooh, there's a body. Shoot it.
Now I want to play a little bit of catch up with you. I mean, what's been life like, first of all, and how's season 17 going for you in Dark Tidings?
Work is banana pancakes. And if your banana pancakes had bananas, they would make more banana pancakes, and that's where I currently am at the moment. My children are doing wonderful. Life is good.
Amazing.
I have no complaints. They're getting big. Still wonderful babies. Dark Tidings. Let's see. We took our first one. Took our first round. Week 1. Week 2, we lost to GT, I believe. 12-6 or something to that degree. We got sweeped in Bazaar, which to me was just bananas because we're usually fairly decent at Bazaar. And then I think the last map we took a round or two. Either way, we did okay. We showed up, but we didn't. Obviously, they outplayed us, outclassed us. They did a great job. And they just played OVL, the NA OVL team last night, and they did a great job. I came in on the last 2 rounds of Suburbia. Kids had gone to bed and someone needed to hop out, so I hopped in. And we ended up taking that one. So Dark Tidings so far this season, we're 2-1. Kind of about where we usually lie of silver nobodies. We keep showing up, and people are like, "Why are you here?" And we're like, "We don't know."
Stop saying that. I swear, people need to stop with the silver nobodies. We need a disciplined Kale. Dark Tidings. Oh man. Beyond silver. Come on. Early nade. Oh, follow up. The finisher will only catch Oasis though. Oh my gosh, what was that? Pounds chuckles to himself. The ridiculousness is unbelievable. And look at Oaks putting in the pressure. Shinobi's pinned in spawn.
So Ghost and James and I have discussed on multiple occasions this initial push and the throw over the top. If you have 2 grenades come out exactly like they just had, you can do that because the timing is just right if you throw it just right. This is incredible grenade, top tier Onward, where you're basically stopping the push before it's even started, and you're not even using your gun. I mean, this is awesome stuff here.
I mean, that's what happened on Subway. Remember on Chinatown? Barrage.
I don't remember.
Oh, I mean,
like
yeah, it was a neighbor.
And look at the discipline from the Mayhem team. So they threw the grenades early. They don't know if they've got confirms. Oaks or whoever Ghost who's on the center one. They go in, put some pressure on Shinobi, put some pressure everywhere else, and then Mayhem settles in for their defensive lines. Just this is top tier Onward. The game is don't go throw your stuff and then go push and sometimes you can get a lot of luck from that. But disciplined Onward is good Onward in my book. And if Dave is listening right now, it's probably a little rolling his eyes, but because I'm like the worst about that. Like I know I shouldn't do it, but you know.
Once you're in the game, you just want to run. Here comes Pound. Speaking of running, look at Ghost. I mean, these two positions there on the underground, the room that leads to the stairwell to the underground tunnels. I mean, brutal coverage of the first floor of middle building. They all kind of buzz by this doorway, and they're now spreading out onto the ship. Luckily for them, no one's here on ship other than Base and James, as well as no one here on the 3rd floor. So they should be able to recover, but we've got some deadly positions from Mayhem all around. 5 players up, remember. It's going to be crazy.
And one of the great things, so if you noticed Oaks on that first floor, he's going to be hanging out there. They know he's going to be there, and the thing is that you can't just leave him there. You can't just go, oh, I'm just going to move on, ignore him, move on past. The thing with this position is that he swings out, he swings up and goes up to center 3, and he's got complete overwatch of the objective, and then you have someone behind you on an elevated position. It is such an incredibly strong position as long as you don't get a little overly aggressive and you understand that they have moved past you and that you can make that that flanking maneuver.
Oaks definitely is big braining here with this position, as you said, but I'm not sure what that flash was. May have been some miscommunication from Mayhem. A little bit of an improvised positioning from Ghost. I don't know if Oaks is even aware that Ghost is there with him. We're hearing some shots. Oh, Base trades. It's a double down, and Shinobi should go for the res and the confirm. No one there to really punish this. Shinobi is on the move, though. Dropping down. Shinobi doesn't seem to be aware. Oh, the nade goes long. Shinobi tucks in, and James tucks in as well. For those not aware, the objective has moved. Oh my gosh, the nades! This time from Snobby. That one is even closer. The objective has moved to the crane plaza. Oh, a follow-up! A flash, but James takes down both. What a sneak attack with the AKM. Just all left up to our favorite Pounds.
What a fantastic play for Mayhem. Identifies 2 positions. Grenades, flashes, transitional, push. Fantastic. And then James for the pick on Pounds. So we're moving up on the front center of 2. Fantastic play for Mayhem there. Classified that initial just kind of initially got blunted. And then kind of the whole structure and flow got disrupted. And once you disrupt that initial kind of push and you're down to a 5-3, it's really hard to come back from that. So good try from Classified, just from some fantastic play from Mayhem there.
Fantastic indeed. 4-0 on map 2 Shipyard. And that concludes the match. We have a winner, and that will be Mayhem. Classified will now fight here on map 3. To, I don't know, rack up some MMR points. Lessen the damage there on the leaderboard in NA. Unbelievable turn of events. But map 3 is coming. As we said, it will be Egress. You gotta love the music, man. I mean, like, this music is... hold on. Let me switch over to this. Set up the team names for me, but this music is just unbelievable. Take a listen. And it ended. Great. Okay. Great. No, it's great. It's great, man. It's great. God.
I have the music permanently off always, so I
Okay.
like. Oh, there's music. Oh, I forget about that.
Yeah, no, the
Alright,
music's great, and honestly, it was when I first listened to the music in the trailer, the Onward 2.0 trailer that Downpour came out with. It was kind of goofy, but with the synth, but it's grown on me. I like it. I am really liking it. Looking in at the live chat, just seeing Connor rage with W Shrix. Yeah, people are definitely feeling the power of these nades. Absolutely. Even Grimtide, I believe that's Reaper, in the chat saying GG's early right now, watching as Shinobi and one other are trying to recover that last round of Shipyard.
And look at Crazy Dave coming in for $10 dono here. Well, for me, of course, just mwah, to you, Dave. And then for those nasty nades, yeah.
Thank you, Dave.
There.
Appreciate you. Round 1 officially has started. First OBJ of egress. Map number 3 is going to be inside of the bar. Classify starting us off here on defense. Mayhem will have the northeast spawn on the rocks.
I want mine. I don't want it. You can't have my flashbang.
It's going to be interesting what we have here. So most of the time you send one probe to warehouse, one probe to gas station. Strix is going to be our first encounter with the gas station push. Easy going to come all the way through. Is he going to swing out? Swing out. Oh, he picks up base. James is not there to counter him. And Strix picks up one and is in gas station, along with one on... Oh, wow. Wow, that was a lapse there, but we're still recoverable. Still a 4v5. Strix makes a great play. He now needs to stay alive and basically hold up the Mayhem offense here. That is his job, is just don't die. Hold him up as long as you can.
Ooh. Oh! Oh! Just so close to Snobby. They snag, but the headshot. Clean and true with the AK-12. Snobby, Strix only downed. Can still give out callouts. Oaks has passed on in the far south, now reaching construction. Tuning him back to Ghost. We're slowly gaining control. There's the confirm. Slowly gaining control of the north. Ghost creeping up through red. Actually, no, they're in they're in the garage. Yeah, Mayhem, slowly but surely, they are beginning to surround, but they're at a disadvantage. Strix definitely pulled their weight with 2 early kills in the first 2 minutes of the round.
Yeah, and Shinobi, as long as he keeps the discipline here, he's got the counter for Ghost as he comes out. So he just has to watch the door, watch the entrance right here, and he should be in a good position to hold this. So we should have an engagement between Shinobi and Ghost here in just a moment.
James as well, potentially, if they do breach that main entrance of the garage.
Now look at maximum effort from Shinobi and those young legs all the way down on the floor. Ghost is not going to be able to see Shinobi, but Shinobi will be able to put shots. Now, if he is accurate under the car is the key piece here.
Oh, oh, oh!
Oh! Oh!
Caster's curse.
Ghost!
Caster's curse.
I said it out loud!
You were supposed to think that.
Ghost. Ghost must have seen his legs. That's the only thing I can say. It's just there was some legs sticking out, and that was it. Fantastic job from Ghost there picking up Shinobi. Wow. Wow.
Oh, I almost just fucking clicked his fucking clacker.
All right, so we're transitioning to... So we got one Center Street helping support. Looks like James might meet up with Ghost, and then one we have on the south over on ramp.
Oh.
So we have evened it up. It's a 3v3. Mayhem is working Ghost is working Yellow Stairs. James is working Center Street. Ghost needs to make sure he slows down and does not overpush outside his friends. He's being noisy. That's great. It's wonderful. Everyone's focused on him, but his team needs to come support him while James and Oak make the rotation. So he needs to, They know these things. I'm just saying it out loud for everybody.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
And good positioning from Pounds and Oasis. Oasis behind the counter here. You know, he's basically not seen until it's too late. Oh, Pounds big pickup on the stairs, but Oaks with the refrag immediately. Oh, good job, Oaks, on that. Pounds with the pickup, both pieces. 2v2 now.
Yeah, I do have to say, I mean, I have the privilege of witnessing the gameplay as a caster third, you know, an eye in the sky. But I think Pounds was just roaming on that patio just a little bit too long and gave Oaks that opportunity to go for the refrag. But in any case, that was a very quick sting operation onto James. As you said, quickly refragged into a 2 versus 2 round for egress. I mean, one of my favorite positions here on behind the desk here is exactly what Oasis is looking at between the two monitor stands, checking the yellow stairs. And again with the Tupac AK-12, here comes the smoke from Oaks coming in from the red. Here comes Ghost. This is the perfect opportunity for Ghost to push through, but Oasis' pre-fire may catch them. They tuck back in. Oh, nade. There's the pre-fire. Headshot from Ghost. We'll take down Oasis. Yeah, here comes Oaks for the revive.
Texas has the line for the cross, though, to get the revive. Oaks only has a minute left. Does he go for the revive? Oh, makes the cross. Oh. Went for the revive to support. You only had a minute left. He couldn't make the safe rotation to go get the pickup. And Texas gets the knife kill on Ghost.
Ooh, exciting egress, and I'm happy that I'm catching these replays. This is really fun. Feels good to knock the rust off.
This is good Onward. I don't, if y'all are not watching this and being like, man, this is awesome, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are you doing with your life if you're not having fun?
I know Onward is a very niche, very niche mindset, the way the plays, everything else compared to all the other games out there. But if you play Onward and play League, or if you're just around, coming to check out what this is the best top tier stuff. This is the engagement, the utility, the shots. I mean, the transitions where you're like, how did that even happen? This is the good stuff.
This is the good
Classified stuff. Picks up a defensive round. And here we are going to be joining map round 2 here in a little bit for our hotel objective. Thoughts, John?
I mean, honestly, I just want to echo what you said. This is really the good stuff. And if you want to stick your finger into the honeypot, be sure to subscribe so you are notified of the next cast that we go live. The YouTube algorithm will do its work to make sure that you're recommended the best Onward content. So be sure to subscribe. And honestly, I haven't really said this before, but make sure to join our Discord and get the role for VRML Live so you're notified whenever we go live straight from the source on Discord. And I believe the link is in the description of this video, so do check that out. But round number 2, same OBJ. We're here. Early round, early pushes from our MAYHEM here defending.
Oaks dropped his gun. It's late on his rotation. Will he pay off? No, it does not pay off. Oaks misses his line. He does not get there at the time he needed to counter that. Strix is there and he immediately picks up. So what we have is we've lost our warehouse defense. Basically, MAYHEM is now on their back foot from this warehouse push. And we'll see how they adapt and rotate, or if they're going to turtle up and kind of, this is our house. We must protect this house. So. Wow, that was a Nike commercial. You're welcome.
I was going to say that MAYHEM have pulled off some really interesting strategies we saw in the Season 16 finals here on Egress. We saw some interesting positions of Molotovs and C4s here in the lobby, but I'm not catching any. And again, if you see anything and I cannot hear you, it means you're not yelling at your screen loud enough. So speak up. C4 detonated inside, catching nobody. Here comes a full wraparound. 5 players up from Classified, swarming the front face of the hotel. Here comes Pounds.
Comes in. Snobby left his line just for 1 minute. Let pounds in through the front door. This could get interesting. James, oh!
Woo!
Ooh, wow.
Lightning fast
Wow.
refrags all around. That
Wow.
nade somehow did not confirm Shinobi, just protected from the colliders. Ghost lining up a double with the 74U. And just like that, all left up to Texas's Lonesome with a 2-0 KD up against 3 of Mayhem.
What a transition for 15 seconds to go from a 4v5 to a 1v3 just in that 15 seconds. That was a alternating line. So one of the key points here is if I don't know if you have your lasers up, yeah, is that when you look at it and you have all these different lines up, you've got these overlapping lines and supporting lines. So as you're making this push of a big team push, if you got these overlapping lines, it's gonna basically shut them down. Pounds was that point man that if he was able to get James and then rotate back out, there might have been a transition there they really could have capitalized on to get maybe Snobby in the stairwell because he'd been looking at the front door or something else. But that good pickup, the refrag, and then the transition here. I mean, it was a fantastic push by Classified, but just overlapping supporting lines from Mayhem really shut that down. And some fantastic shooting. I mean, a single clip and picking up 2 with the 74U, just good shooting as well.
I mean, I see some rhyme to the chaos for Snobby rotating, looking back away from the lobby entrance. I mean, I think it's because Mayhem is used to teams that are just so coordinated that when Marsoc are in the lobby, it means that there's another push coming in through as well. So I think maybe that's why Snobby was looking out down the yellow staircase. But, we're only here theory crafting. Smoke out onto the entrance, and Ghost and friends will hear it. Again, 1 versus 3 for Texas. Snobby blind firing through from the yellow stairs and will quickly rotate back down.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. That is their job. So if you kind of look at the setup, Base is covering the stairs, Ghost is covering front, and Snobby's coming from the yellow. And, there's the rotational factor of being able to come in and support. But basically coming back up. There it is, and Base making that rotation. So you got overlapping lines, different pieces. Fantastic job.
Welcome back. KD's up on the board. Now you see them, now you don't. 4-1 KD from Ghosts. Impressive plays from Mayhem. We're here with Kale. My name is Chumbate. 1-1 here on map 3. Mayhem have officially won the matchup against Classified on Shipyard and Subway, but we're here on a banger of an OBJ. It's construction. Oh my gosh. Kale,
South
help
Alley
me.
construction, south walls, south. You know, we're in the south. We're doing things. So 5-man push south from Mayhem. They have a flanker coming. Are they going to be ready? No one has Overwatch. Strix could do some big things here, or he could hold up in hotel. Oasis is down by Ghost. Fantastic, fantastic.
I'm down 2 to grenade.
The smoke is on. Pounds picks up. Pounds downs 2. Revive on both. Everybody's back up again. Strix has committed to not making the flank here and is maintaining to go support the team. They are a little weak on this, and they need Pounds to come in and take this line. And Strix is also coming in to support here. So will they pick that up?
Bye-bye.
Yep. There's utility and the shots coming out. Poundsin is a fantastic position, peeks up. Snobby picks him up though. We still have a 3-man line coming up. 2 on the south in construction. Strix in the south alley. Strix picking up Snobby. Base knows that.
Oh!
Strix makes a rotation and picks up Base also. We're now down to a 2v3. Everyone is here. Everyone's pushing. Oasis picks up Ghost. We're left with James Boakes in the container on south construction. Whatever will he do?
Oh my god.
Picks up another.
Roll the replays. Unbelievable. I mean, we saw some incredible work from Classified. I mean, honestly, like, executioner style. Look at Trix going in for the double whammy right there. And not to mention the grenade explosion factory by Strix. A triple kill, I believe, from Strix. Let me take a look at these KDs, folks, for you. Strix sitting at a 6-2 KD. So big round of applause. Let's hear some W's in the chat for Strix. Wow, I mean, did they find the perfect kryptonite against Mayhem? You know, Mayhem has been revered. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, please, but from my memory, Mayhem has been revered for egress, especially this OBJ. They've pulled off some incredible stuff on egress against Raptors, I believe, in season 16 and the championship. So, you know, really kudos to Classified for deterring the threat the way they did right here.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely fantastic. And, you know, kind of initially like, oh, the early nades, early loss, early downs. And then, you know, that was a 5-man push from Mayhem with like, we're committed, we're coming. And Classified said, okay, that's fine, come on then. And
Right.
and they held that line. That was a fantastic job from them. Now let's see what if Mayhem can reciprocate. That's my big word of the day. That defense.
We saw.
We do
yeah, tell me.
Oh, I was gonna say we don't have a mirror spawn. We have the north office spawn. So Oaks is gonna be our first engagement here. Strix and Oaks. Strix getting Oaks again on the stairwell, just not ready for that transition and that timing for someone to be there and be pushing. And Strix has already made the cross, and we do not have any west coverage, so this could get interesting. Base is basically it. Everyone else is south push coverage.
There's gotta be a counteraction from Mayhem. There's gotta be some sort of mechanism in their strat to deal with the West, and it, just like that, James is filling in the gaps. But wow, huge.
James made the rotation to cover the line, but overextends himself, leaves it out in the He has an opportunity. Guys get allowed. Does get tagged just for a moment.
And you see, folks, that is why it's important. Oh, what? Oh, I thought it was a nade. No, Base picks up Mystic, and that's a huge frag onto Classified. 4 versus 4. Looks like James can respond. No, what? Picking up 2.
Base picks up another one. Just hiding in the hidey hole. And James is being aggressive. Grenade number 2 from James.
Just short.
Oh, just a little
on
short.
target.
Fantastic rotation from Base. Picks up 2 and rotates in warehouse 1, and now has a backline for the coverage. Texas cannot make it cross this line without passing Base. So James is going to rotate, go cover the west line. Oh no, James is not covering the west line. He's being aggressive. Pounds and makes him pay for it. Base comes back out, gives himself away with the flash. Base is.
Oh.
Somebody.
Oh, heartbreak. 3v2 classified, just barely get away with Pounds. By fate, they managed to dodge base on that push. A flash and a swing, but no kill. 2 players left. They are triangulated onto OBJ. Here comes an artillery strike, and it's good.
Did you? What?
Oh!
See where that was thrown? Oh, and the team kill. Oh no.
Texas, though,
Oh, no.
they're proving themselves. They're pulling their weight. They're making up for lost men. 1 versus 1. As long as they can get the revive with 3 minutes, it's plenty of time. This could be this could potentially be a 2 versus 1 onto only Snobby on OBJ.
Yeah, and good rotation from Texas, taking the safe way around on that rotation to go pick up Strix. Now we're in a 2v1. They've got 3 minutes. They don't have to push right here. So what's the decision's going to be is, are they going to continue to make that push right here? Are they going to make rotations, or are they just going to throw a grenade?
Oh my God, it's scary.
Oh my goodness, that was almost like I almost got up and walked away from my desk. Like that was where we are just a moment ago.
But look at the
Just
sync.
a little overcooked.
It's a little bit overcooked. But look at the sync between these 2 players, Texas and Trix, the perfectly timed smoke. And look at this cross by Trix, but it may go down, crumbling down by Snobby. A quick peek, but no shots connect. They do through the smoke. A headshot lines up with the AK-103, and it's a 1 versus 1. What is that? Is it a flash? It is. Texas blind. They catch the kill. Blind. Roll it back. Classified, clawing their way to a 3-1 score here on Egress.
Wow. Y'all. I don't have words for this. Like, there's so many, like, I'm literally sitting on the edge of my seat. I don't have my digital camera on, but I'm, like, glued to this action right now. Like, I think they're just like, oh, Kale's casting humping into co-cast, so we better make it entertaining for him. Like, the rotations, I mean, the early pickup from Strix onto Oaks, not with the timing off, then Base picking up 2 and making those sneaky rotation. James overextending himself, like, you know what? You took my friend out. I'm gonna go get you.
Right.
And then, you know, I just that this whole round is just bananas. Like, this is fun. This is great.
Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I'm hesitant to call this shenanigans because of just how chef's kiss this gameplay is, but this is really getting quite crazy. That heck of an OBJ is all done and away. We're now going into our next OBJ, which is gas station. This also gets it's quite the pickle. Talk to me about gas station here.
Okay, so we've got 2 cap spots for gas station. We have the outer edge outside the wall, and you have inside the actual gas station itself. So if you do not have coverage on the outside of the wall, you can get capped on. If you don't have coverage on the inside and they make it inside, you've got coverage. Mayhem has the warehouse objective. Are they going to make the push? No, they're not going to make the push. I thought they were going to go risk it for the biscuit for the cap, but it doesn't look like it. But Classified is coming. Classified is moving. You got 2 in hotel for first floor and 1 Main Street. Oh my goodness.
Look at Trix and Mystic.
Look at this line from Classified right now.
Yeah.
They're like, no one's gonna make it past us, but if you do make it past us, we're gonna have backlines to hold this.
Right. An antidote to the Blitzkrieg. We'll just wrap around your push.
And we have Oasis in a very strong position for this backline coverage for objective. The only problem is that he does not have the... Well, I guess he does have that door. Okay, so he does have that door, and they've got the gas station push, and they've got North Alley push. So is someone... If Oaks or Ghost swing all the way around and pick him up, it could be something big there. It might not.
I swear Mystic was like they could have seen base if they weren't checking tablet. Look at this.
I see it right now.
Oh my God, base is gonna get the kill. Oh.
Oh, no, he didn't see him.
Oh my God. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, the flash moved the body. That's new. Wow. Here comes Shreks taking more control of the hotel lobby, but that's not where the people are coming from. Base is gonna stay perched there on the patio. Snobby makes their way down these stairs. There, Bounds rotates off. Snobby will hear the footsteps retreating away. What a close encounter.
Such a close. Snobby almost had that with the rotation there. Pounds is now rotating. Go. Oh, we don't have anybody on this side. If they make it past us in any capacity, and here's the back rotation from Classified. Does Snobby pick up any of these guys on this back rotation? This could be big. Oh, they did make it. That's a good smoke. James with the grenade on Oasis.
What was that?
Look, the placement. James they saw the shot, and James puts a grenade right on him. Ghost picking up Texas here. We're now to a 5v2 Mayhem. Snobby north. We got James, Ghost, and Oaks in the south. Pounds is making the rotation into gas station.
Oh no, Shrix is here. This could be a cap if Snobby's sneaky enough.
Base just needs to run inside the gas station and go cap. James picks up Pound. We're now to a 5v1. If there's a clear kill count, they're going to see the rotation from Shrix. They now has to cover the inside and outside of objective.
Snobby misses the rotation from Shrix, who went back inside a gas station. Here comes Base on the bottom half. Oh, Snobby, shots fired everywhere. Shrapnel flying inside, and just like that, Mayhem scoops up a point, making it 2-3 here on Egress. It's round number 6, folks. Welcome back. My name is Chumbe. With me is Kale. We're doing a Dream Team cast with, I guess, we're the most requested casters, but, I mean, big shout out. Honestly, if Ship or Circio wasn't cast in, I think you guys would throw an even bigger fit. Here we go. Map 3 between Mayhem and Classified. If you're just tuning in, Mayhem confirmed the match win against Classified in this best of 3 in the first 2 maps. Subway and Shipyard. Huge wins on both, but here is Classified responding. 3-2, a point ahead, 1 point away. Oh, but Ghost, they have to humble them with a nade and a confirm onto Shrix. One of the top fraggers for Classified goes down. Speaking of which, Katie's up on the board, and now they're gone.
That is a great smoke from the Classified team here on the center street push. Snobby has partial coverage here, but if they get enough, if they get one more smoke on that, they can make it in and have a cap before Mayhem can make the rotation. So we'll see if they're going to risk it for the biscuit here, or what their approach is going to be. But if that smoke disappears and they lose the additional coverage, they'll then have to do that. Base has identified, someone has made the call out, probably James, saying, hey, we need some inside coverage for that quick push, and Base makes that rotation now. So Ghost now has the outside cap coverage here. There's no other coverage. So if Oasis makes this push and picks up Ghost, we could run into an outside cap scenario with a heavy hold on Center Street and South by the Mayhem team.
We have two really close encounters, one in the garage, one right here. And I think Oasis might get this pick before Texas underground. Keeping an eye on both, folks. I'm keeping an eye on both. Just hold on. Just hold on. Keeping an eye. Keeping an eye. Oh my gosh. Well, the timing. The onward timing.
The onward timing.
Oh.
I can't even. I can't even.
Something's clenching right now.
Ghost is like, should I peek that? Should I look at that?
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Oasis
Oh!
was 4 feet away from my cap.
I did it! I did it! Oh my god! Oh my god. I don't know if you saw that kill, but I caught both of those kills on cam. I literally caught both of those kills on cam. But that just goes to show you just how competitive these two teams are. Ghost gets a kill, and here comes Classified with one down underground in the basement. These teams, they are moving in a weird inverted unison. They are, I don't know, the momentum from both of these teams is just perfect.
Yeah, and it's the ebb and flow and like reacting. And I'm going to use the last round for that last round. So Classified made this very strong forward-headed push. They didn't sit back on objective. They're very proactive. And then as the round goes along, the grenade from Mystic knows there's shots over there, and so close. Mystic making the rotation. I will be quiet on that rotation. Mystic needs to make the cross, but Snobby has holding the line and picks up Snobby there, leaving Texas in the basement alone in a 4v1 scenario with base on the inside, Ghost holding on the outside line and maintaining a southern hold from that. Okay, back to what I was saying about the previous one, the ebb and flow here. So last round, we had a previous round where Classified was very pushed out. They noticed people started to get around. There's a pick or two, and they start to make that rotation black. Well, Mayhem is also adjusting as they do that. And as you see, as they make the push and kind of as they transition, you can see both teams rotate to close and fill holes as they're being identified. I'm going to give a big shout out to James Boak here. He is an in-game leader. Between him and Ghost, they maintain I know where my people are. I know where to close the holes. And, and Pounds is the same way with that. Pounds, they're guiding their team through there of like, hey, we've got coverage here, 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 here. They can't get past us right now. Someone goes down. We know what to do to close that hole, make that rotation, all those different other things. So it's a huge. This is again. This is top tier Onward. You have your in-game leaders. You have the teams guiding. This is an ebb and flow, good Onward. And I will be quiet for a moment because I need some tea.
Drink some tea. Buckle up, because look at Sabi. They might hear Texas's footsteps. The snow may mask their footsteps, so they could go for the swing, but maybe they go for the. Oh, I think they're clicking their radio. I think they're indicating that the last player's on them.
Yeah, and that is one of the new things about the new, I would consider the clickies on while you're on objective. So Snobby, will identify as like if you hear three clicks in a row, that's Kale making a call out of someone's near me. So Snobby and the Mayhem team probably have something similar to that. So that indication from Snobby is like, the rest of the team is like, oh, he's in the south. You can see Ghost making the rotation in Nature Trail looking for a line, but Texas picks up Ghost, getting a little over aggressive. Snobby wants to come and finish up Ghost. James also wants the line, and Base wants the line, but Texas is giving it right back to him. Snobby's going to have the finish line here that Texas will not be ready for, but he has two on the inside as well. But look at that nade!
Oh, it does catch him!
James,
oh my god!
It does
Wait,
catch him!
Snobby's back! As long as Texas gets the kill onto Base, they could go for the cat. No! Snobby pounces on the opportunity and goes in for the back. The back shot, 3-3 for Mayhem.
Fantastic push from Texas there. He was in a 3v1 scenario. They called him out. Still, actually, no, it was a 4v1. Still picked up Ghost in Nature Trail. Snobby made the rotation to get the finish line. Missed him actually on the cross. And then had the grenade on James. I mean, If he had continued the push and picked up base inside and made it inside, that could have been a classified cap and end of the game. That's how close the 4v1 scenario Texas came to a win. That's how close that was. I mean, that was a 3 second, 2 second, 1 second decision made, and we have gone from a 3v1 map, and now we're into a 3v3 decider for map 3. And I know it's not a decider, but we're in a map decider instead of a match decider.
Map win decider. Yeah. And I mean, I guess to throw in another wrench on top of the pressure, on top of the stress and the nerves of something like 500 people watching this match. Another wrench is that we're in a new OBJ. So this is gonna be an interesting one, folks. Strap in for round number 7.
We got warehouse in the south. We have a north. I'm calling it warehouse. Dave's gonna give me a hard time now. We have a warehouse spawn from the Mayhem team, and we have a primarily focused push here from Mayhem going into the north, going through office and kind of going to take over. It looks like they're going to take over Nature Trail with Strix picking up Ghost on that rotation. Snobby's got to get the pickup there and does, and now we're back to a 4v4. Warehouse spawn has been basically identified with those 2 kills. So let's see what Classified does to rotate to hold those lines. You have Mystic in your south holding your south wall. You've got Texas. I'm not sure what Texas is doing. And then Oasis close to objective.
I think Pounds really is the X factor for Classified's defense strat. Not because of the strat specifically, but because in its relation to the Mayhem strat. Look at the positioning of Mayhem. They're 3 people strong here in the north. Oh, Pounds sees a glance of Oaks, and the bullets just don't connect onto Oaks. Here goes a nade in tandem. Oh, but Pounds is the one who comes out on top. James's nade coming short. Beautiful toss from Pounds. Proving the haters wrong. I mean, there are other players other than James and Ghost who are just absolute experts on the nade, and that's an example of Pounds flexing his skills.
Fantastic. And then Pounds still covering Center Street, still holding this line. The rotation and the trade. Snobby does get the pickup. We're back to a Mayhem, and we're in a 3v3 and a half. Pounds is Center Street. He is there for callouts. They're not going to make it out of garage or gas station without Pounds making the callouts. So that is something that we're not going to have. And there's no pinch from the Mayhem team here. They're going to be focused in Nature Trail and gas station.
The thing is that they could pinch. They have 4 minutes left, but look at Mystic putting the pressure on. They could find a kill onto James and even Snobby if they push through gas pipes. The gas pumps.
Oaks knows Pounds is here, downed. Tried to make the confirm with the grenade. A little bit of an overthrow. Mystic is here for the counter. Oh no!
Hate to see it. I mean, it makes sense. Oh, Mystic goes down. James responds. Headshot with the commando. What a god. But no, it's totally understandable. Snobby, Pounds had already got them with the nade. Who knows if Pounds was still alive and actually, was the one who threw that initial nade inside garage. So it makes sense that Snobby assumed that Oaks and garage went down. It's totally understandable, but that definitely hurts. However, with Mystic going down, it's a perfect 2v2 situation for Mayhem to pinch together. Snobby and James could not have asked for a better duo.
James has a line on Oasis here. He just has to get the pickup, and Oasis has to stay relatively still. Snobby picks up, gets the confirm on Pounds. We're now to a 2v2. James has the line of Oasis, gets tags, but the commando fails him. Oasis does have to put a little more juice on him. Texas needs to get in the fight here and make it a rotation to support.
Oh, but look at the yin-yang.
James
yeah, this is going to be tough. Brutal to watch. Oh my gosh, Texas could line up an angle. No, it's Oasis. The mechanic shop. Oh, nade, just a little bit early. Where's Texas? There he is!
James is not going to be ready. Picks him up. James, we're now to a 2v1, leaving in Snobby's hands. We got Oasis on objective. Texas maintaining the other side. They know Snobby's on this side. He still has 2 minutes left. If he wants to, he can completely and absolutely rotate out of this push, even though he's right here next to objective. So he has some decisions to make here.
Util from Texas goes long. What is that? Nade. Oh. Kind of like a Hail Mary. Snobby, peekaboo. Down they go. 1 versus 1, and Oasis is already damaged. So Snobby, also having been rezzed, I don't know. Gotta refer back to the textbooks in terms of HP, but both are looking like one taps at the moment, Kale.
Yep. I think they're both in the same scenario if they get tagged once. But Oasis has prime positioning here. Like, if Snobby continues his line, I got to give Oasis the defensive positioning here. He's got the cover. Snobby's not going to have cover.
1 minute and counting. Pressure's on for Snobby to perform. Can Classified come in with a redemption, a map win against Mayhem? Here comes Oasis. Oh, Snobby actually spots them first. Here comes Util from Oasis. What's it going to be? Oh, but Snobby shuts it down before anything could happen. 4 points. Mayhem, a 3-map win series.
Wow. Y'all. Again, I'm still sitting on the edge of my seat. This is fantastic. This was fantastic, and I know the match was already won for Mayhem from the first 2 maps, but Classified coming out strong for those first 3 rounds, basically, and basically owned the map. And then Mayhem goes, "Okay, guys, everybody breathe. Everybody take a moment. I'm gonna take my, James is like, I'm gonna take my commando. Everything's gonna be okay." And just the incredible play, the grenades, the utility usage, the shots. I mean, I cannot. It's just fantastic. This was a blast, and I am sad I missed map 1 because this was fantastic to watch. And I hope everyone else at home also enjoyed this as well.
An exhilarating match, Kale, but unfortunately, fun times have to end. Folks, that's going to be it for us tonight. My name was Shambe. With me was Kale, the Kaleanon. Mayhem and Classified goes 12-4 to Mayhem. So, yeah, what a matchup, and we'll see what happens next week in terms of leaderboard changes and matchups. Again, that's going to be it for us. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you maybe soon. Peace out.
Onward VRML is brought to you by Downpour Interactive, Helga, the esports manager. Thanks for watching VRML.